Starting this Thursday in Pittsburgh is the G-20 summit. That stands for Group of 20 Largest Economies. And Public Citizen is going to be there defending your interests. At this global summit, where President Obama and the leaders of the countries with the 20 largest economies will be meeting, they're going to negotiate a document called the communique, which is an agreement between them about what they'll do as far as financial crisis, both domestically and internationally. The big fight is, will they create binding rules for the global economy that actually re-regulates the banks and the insurance companies and tries to ensure we won't have another crisis? As you can imagine, the banksters and other special interests are very keen to keep things just the way they are. They like the system of radical deregulation that a lot of countries have implemented and that globally has been in place. So it's a pretty big battle. And there's a lot of cynicism and double talk going on. So part of the reason we're going to be there is to make sure that really there is a floor in the global economy of basic rules. You need that in the global economy. It used to be if your national rules were strong, you could make sure things were stable. But in this era of globalization, banks are buying banks overseas, they're trading overseas. So if things go wrong in one country, there is global contagion. Everything's so interconnected. We need global rules now, a floor, to make sure that there isn't totally scandalous behavior like we've seen. Now, it's a big fight, and there's a lot of double talk, and that's part of why we're there. On one hand, the communique certainly will say, let's re-regulate. On the other hand, it's going to say, let's finish the WTO Doha round, which requires deregulation. The WTO, World Trade Organization Doha round, is just shorthand for WTO expansion. The old WTO required deregulation of financial services. The banks want more. A lot of people don't know what's in there. So one of the things we're going to be doing is shining a spotlight on that issue. So we will also be there making sure that the press knows the straight story and that your interests are represented. It's going to be very interesting. Check in with us later.